You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
You are now tuned in to the #1 podcast in the world, The WATE, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the host of our show, Mr. Eli.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to The WATE. I'm your host, Eli. To the left of me is my co-host.
What up, podcast world? Welcome to another episode of The WATE, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture.
Yep.
What's going on, young man? How you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling good. What is on your head?
Oh, this is the old school flavor, baby. This is the, I come to the gym looking like I can play from the 60s. They used to always rock this.
Okay. Now, last week I told you to not say litty.
I didn't say litty just now.
You did, but I'm starting to have tracks of history that you're trying to stay hip when you're 50.
I have to stay hip somehow, some way, ladies and gentlemen. So, this is my old school joint.
Dude, if I see you wear any skinny jeans or a skinny jacket vest on myself.
Nope, you ain't gonna have to worry about that. We good.
Am I gonna have to worry that you're gonna be looking like R. Kelly with the whole fashion?
We will not take it there. This will be the most of the get. My little headband, and plus our show be so intense. Woo! I'll be having to wipe that sweat. So let's get right to it.
Okay, all right.
Let's get right to it.
Well, we got the first week of the NBA.
Yes. What'd you think overall?
I thought overall, it was pretty entertaining.
Pretty entertaining.
Going into the later games, but the first two games, we had Boston and Philly.
Who won that game?
Boston did 87-105.
Okay, I thought it was a good game for about. Three quarters.
Yeah, three
and
quarters.
Then I
and
thought
then the fourth quarter,
right.
Boston pulled up and just started banging. Tatum is lethal.
Yeah. Tatum
Brown, offense and defense is lethal. He's going to be one of the best two-way
players in the league.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Not Shumpert. I'm sorry. Irving is a little out of shape, game shape.
Yeah, he does seem to be a little bit behind the 8 ball, so to speak.
And I will admit that his hair and his beard. And then on top of that, the headband.
Yeah.
Is throwing us all off.
Throwing us off a little bit. Yeah, he does look. He looked like he aged over one summer.
Yeah.
And now he's looking like those.
Like he's 44. He got kids.
Yeah, he looked like an old man a little bit.
Yeah.
And he also looked like the same moves that was jaw dropping and confusing people. People are catching up a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's too early. It's only the second week.
Right.
I mean, he only played 2 games.
Right.
I thought he played better against the Knicks.
And that was still a good game by the Knicks.
Yeah, it took Jason Tatum to hit a last-second shot, basically, to pull that out.
But I like the way Ben Simmons is passing the ball to Fultz and Embiid.
Yes, I think Fultz he's gonna be okay.
I don't know. I'm a little shaky because it's like, ugh.
Okay.
I feel like once again Boston won that draft class.
Yeah. Boston definitely won that draft class.
Because I understand you have psychological.
Because that was Lonzo. It was Fultz, then Lonzo, then Tatum.
I think it was Ingram.
No, Ingram has been around 3 years now.
So
out of those 3, I think Tatum.
Tatum
won that
Boston
so far.
won overall.
Yes.
I don't know because I know it's psychologically with his shot. I know he had an injury in the shoulder.
Yeah, he took his first 3 the other night. The team revved him on. I think he's going to work through his quagmires.
If Ben can give him the confidence that LeBron gives Lonzo confidence in terms of his shot, then it could possibly work. Yes,
I think it will work. So that's how the first game went.
That has the first game went. We have Golden State opening night, ring ceremony night.
And we thought they might be a little sluggish.
Yeah, because, that's what happened last year.
It was a close game.
Paul George and KD, they go at it.
Yeah. That's going to be... To me, once the playoff starts, that matchup will be, if these guys face each other, that will be a critical matchup.
Even though KD is longer than him, Paul knows how to boogie.
Yeah, he boogies.
And it seems like he's getting back from his leg injury.
Right. Now he seems to be fully back and confident. So they didn't have Westbrook in that game.
Which I already predicted that they wasn't. So that was going to be.
And as a result, KD and Westbrook were talking some smack.
Yeah, a little bit because Westbrook was asking to throw the ball down to Steve.
So Steve can post and toast.
And KD's like, I do forget I'm 7 feet. I can still guard him, and I know Steve's moves.
Yeah.
I used to be with you guys, and then picked them off and win that. So.
Right. So he talked a little smack. It was a competitive game into the last 2-3 minutes of the game, and then Golden State does what Golden State does.
And then we have the Pelicans and the Rockets.
Whoa.
What was the score? That was 131 to 112.
Let me tell you, the Pelicans right now.
And they're 2-0, going on 3.
Nurkic and
Anthony,
along with Julius Randle coming off the bench.
Then you have Moore and
Peyton, guy who started in Orlando, and of course they have Drew Holiday. They got some pieces out there, and they're gonna be a problem. They put up 149 the game after.
Right. So where do we put them? I don't even know where we put them on the list.
I don't know where we had them at the preseason, but I'm gonna move them up.
Out of the playoffs. No, I'm talking about last week when we made.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think last week we had them at 6 or 7.
I think I had them out of the playoffs.
I think you're gonna have to move them way up.
Yeah, I might.
Just the makeup of their team.
But they're not gonna win the division.
No, I don't think they'll win the division. But Nurkic, because of his 3-point shooting, he stretches the floor. I thought Cousins and Anthony kind of played the same spot.
And Anthony and Randall won't be bumping heads
because Randall's coming off the bench.
Right, and even if you start him, he's not that big of a force where it interferes with Anthony.
Right, so I think from there, and I think Drew Holiday is a star in this league.
Yeah, he's gonna replace him. Payne and Moore are gonna fill up for Rondo's absence. So I think they're gonna be fine. They might have to go up to 4 or 5 on that list. The Rockets. It's looking like my prediction is about to come true.
Dude, it's only 3 games. Calm down.
Hold on.
Calm down.
First of all, I didn't know that their defensive coordinator left the team a month ago, which is going to be critical because he, along with the players,
his philosophy
growing up, made them a great championship team. But Melo, you're looking slow, and like I said, I wish back on Melo because Melo, to me, I feel like you should be joining D-Wade with The Last Dance in Miami.
Time to get up out of here. Okay.
And then
you don't want to overstay your welcome. You don't want to play until people go, dude, you should just leave, bro.
And then who was it? I think Lou Williams or maybe Lou Williams. I think crossed him over.
Oh yeah. Last night.
Oh no, it was Tobias Harris.
Oh yeah, a couple of them crossed them over. So we know, but defense has never been Melo's thing. I'm just hoping. First of all, I was very impressed that he went to the second unit. Let's clap that up. It was big because he's never came off the bench. From junior high school to college to the pros, he's never come off the bench. The fact that they got him to buy into that, and I think eventually it would mean more shots for him in the second unit.
But he has to make the shots.
He will. Once he gets comfortable. And because D'Antoni's offense encourages you to shoot. So that's the perfect team to play on if you about getting your shots.
Now, if this was last year, I would have completely been afraid of the Houston Rockets right now. Because I was the biggest Carmelo fan during the summer, not now.
And you gave up on him after one bad season?
Yes, because he looked big, he looked slow, and he doesn't have... Even D-Wade, I give more props to because D-Wade... The only thing that really messed him up was the big 3, those 4 years.
Right. 4 years straight on his
knees. Let's say those 4 years don't happen, he'd still be in the league right now. I mean, not having his retirement. Anyway, next game.
But D-Wade is also somebody who, if he played on a team and kind of coast through the regular season, when the playoff come, his IQ and his ability to defend and make a great play is always going to be there.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Cleveland was thinking when they brought him in last year. Let's just get to the playoffs. And let's do what we do. And it would have worked. They made it all the way to the finals.
IT messed that up.
They made it all the way to the finals, but because IT didn't have the year he was supposed to have.
Chemistry is important, and I just
chemistry is very important
with that whole situation. So we'll see what happens.
So we'll see what happens there. But
Lakers and Rockets. I know we've been on the Rockets for a long time, but we just wanted to really talk about the fight.
Oh yeah, they had a rumble in the jungle.
Yeah, so it started with the clothesline from Evans.
Evans clothesline Hart.
They gave him a flagrant 1. Luke felt like that should have been a flagrant 2.
Right.
A couple other players on the Lakers did too. And then Mike D'Antoni wanted an offensive foul
on LeBron James with
PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker, and that call could have went either way.
That call really.
So all of that kind of was creating the atmosphere.
On top of that,
and then Rondo and Paul was chippy all game long.
Right, because Paul pushed him.
I saw that, and then I saw Rondo get a good cheap shot in his back one time.
Then Paul pushed him again with the Euro step.
Right, and then did the muscle sign. Yeah. So, and this is, as we found out, this beef has been going on
for 10 years.
For 10 years.
Yeah.
Right? So, this is something that we knew that was going to come to a head. It came to a head. Now, what initiated just the contact itself was Ingram felt that there was an offensive foul that should have been called on James Harden.
Yeah, because
James is very technical on how he does what he does.
In a very short amount of time, because this is only like what his, I believe his 7th or 8th.
Yeah, but he's very crafty around the basket. So anyway, as he was walking past Ingram shoved him. Yeah. And James didn't do nothing.
Right, and then the ref gave him a technical foul.
Then he got into the ref's face.
Yeah,
that threw me off with Ingram.
Yeah,
but James didn't do nothing.
Right. And surprisingly, Lance Stevenson came
to and brought his man to the side. That was very big of Lance. Let's clap that up.
He's matured over the years.
Yeah, and as a result, the cameras move us to Ingram and Melo.
Right. Ingram, Melo, and Rondo and Lance moved us from there.
And then,
but then the whistle was blown again because it was a chip fight between Chris Paul and Rondo.
Now, Chris Paul says that Rondo spit in his face. He did. He did.
Okay, so let's
saw the tape.
Hold on, let's. Can I saw the tape too? Okay, how would you?
I want to say it was incidental.
But
I'm not really sure.
Like, I want you to analyze it. I'm gonna analyze.
Okay, so I felt, they had some chippiness. They were talking it out.
First of all, from a TV provider's view, you couldn't tell that Rondo spit on.
No, you couldn't tell
Chris Paul at all.
I could tell by Chris Paul's reaction that something hit his face.
Right, because we became the reason we played it back, and then we saw that Chris Paul wiped his face.
So he didn't wipe his face for nothing, and at that point he mushed. Rondo. He mushed him like a child.
That automatically gets you a punch in the face because you putting your finger in my, and then he shoved it in my. He
didn't just put his finger. He shoved him, and Rondo hit him with a 2-piece.
Right, and then Paul hit him with the 2-piece.
Paul came and hit him with 2-piece. So I thought the fight was even.
Right.
LeBron grabs Paul.
Yeah,
and then also, Ingram runs in.
Right, and tries to punch Paul. Once LeBron wraps her, you ain't getting the ball.
Right. So we knew that happened, but it was high drama.
I felt like it was like unintentional because it's like when I'm talking to you now. Sometimes.
Yeah, he has the mouthpiece in, but a crafty veteran like himself.
No, but it was like a baseball spit.
Right, it was kind of
like when they be in seeds and then they kind of spit it out.
So first of all, that's very nasty if he did do that.
Yeah,
Second of all, Chris Paul should have did more not to promote violence.
Right. If you do something as much as spit on my face, it's a problem.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem.
Even me thinking about it pisses me off.
Right. So with that being said, the suspensions came down.
Those were fair. Those are absolutely fair.
4 games for Ingram since he started it all. 3 for Rondo.
Fair.
And 2 for Chris Paul because he retaliated.
That was fair.
And if this was David Stern, that would have been a 10-game suspension for Ingram.
Right.
Because Melo, incidentally, when he was with Denver, punched one of the New York Knicks in the face. And he got 10 games for that.
So would you say like 10, 6, and then...
Yeah, it would have been 10, 6, and 4.
4, right.
So Silver is a little bit more lenient, so to speak.
Right.
But with that being said, that's how that went down.
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE. The world.
All right, so let's talk about some NFL news.
NFL action.
NFL action.
Week 7.
Week 7. We had the Panthers against the Patriots against the Bears.
Now, this was a good game.
38-31. You had the Bears. I had the Patriots, of course, because they're my team. Mike Trubisky is a really good quarterback.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm really impressed with him this year, more than last year.
What year is this? His third year or fourth year, perhaps?
Third, maybe second.
Okay, so what that means is it usually takes a good quarterback,
Right.
about 3-4 years to figure out the scheme of things.
Because their defense is outstanding.
And now he has a defense behind him, which means he's going to be in closer games.
Right.
See, if you're playing on a team where you're always coming from behind, it can make you look like a worse quarterback than you actually are. Right. Because you got to pass more than you want to. But because they now have what we call a stellar defense.
Right.
And the stellar defense can keep the game close.
And our defense is not as
absolutely
as good as it used to be.
And it came down to a Hail Mary into the end zone.
Even
that didn't
before
get
that,
into the end zone.
we was down by about 10 points because it was about 7-17. We got a kick return, which made 10-17. Got to stop. Tom tied it 17-17. So there was kind of
and then the Patriots kind of made their move.
Right,
and
and
it was up
that Hail
38-24.
Mary was inches away from the end zone.
But you know what? He needed to throw it into the end zone.
Right. He kind of threw it like
it was a little short.
Yeah.
And because it was short, it landed short, and it gave the Patriots an opportunity to make a stop, which would have only tied the game. But if you tie it, you never know.
Get the ball back.
You never know. So big up to the Patriots, who are now 5-2.
5-2.
They've won 4 in a row, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so they've hit their normal stride that they usually hit.
They
lose a couple of games early.
Everybody
people
gets
talk,
a
panic, and then they right the ship.
Right. Drew Brees becomes the third quarterback in NFL history to beat all 32 teams.
Oh, okay, let's clap that up.
He beat the Baltimore Ravens.
And that gave him all 32 teams under his belt.
32 teams that was the only team he couldn't beat, or hasn't beaten until today, because yesterday, because Justin Tucker missed a field goal kick to give them the lead.
Yes.
And the other two quarterbacks is Brett Favre and Peyton Manning.
Okay.
Tom is not. I don't know what team Tom has.
I'm very surprised as many games as he's won,
but
I have no idea what team.
It might be one of those teams that we've only played like twice.
Yeah. If I was guessing, let me see. I think it would be an NFC team, one he doesn't face often.
Maybe like the Buccaneers.
I was probably one of them teams that's not his division or something.
Right.
Yeah, I can see that happening. But he also threw his 500 touchdown. Am I correct?
501. Yeah,
501 touchdowns.
Him and Tom are 3 touchdowns apart.
So they're gonna be fighting that out for a while.
Yeah, and Tom is not that far off of the passing record or the passing yards. So that whole competition is going to depend on who's going to retire first.
Absolutely. So these two guys may inspire each other to stay around longer.
Right.
Because at the end of the day,
now Drew Brees is his new competition since Peyton has retired.
Absolutely. Since Peyton has retired, his new target. Even though I think when it's all said and done, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have the best record out of all of them. In terms of passing and touchdowns. I do. If he can stay healthy.
Right.
Stay in one organization as long as he's been. Right. Yeah, because he puts up numbers. He does.
Right.
So I
Rams are 7-0.
Whoa.
I'm not gonna make a big.
Now, is it a big 7-0 or a small 7-0? Like, is it something we should raise an eyebrow at now?
To me, it's small because they still have, I believe, the Eagles, the Saints, and then they have a big game against the Chiefs, who are 6-1
in Mexico.
In about 2 to 3 weeks. So those 3 games right there can determine what happens. Because I mean, you got Drew Brees and the Saints. They're a great offensive team. They're gonna put up buckets.
Right.
And then you have the Eagles defense. Eagles actually might lose because
the Eagles been a little suspect, right? But that's a big game. So a lot of times you get these teams like the Eagles. They automatically looking toward the playoffs.
Right.
When they're supposed to be looking at the team directly in front of them. But when a team like the Rams come in, everybody's on their A game, everybody's focused. So I'll give my predictions when that time comes for that.
Yeah, but they beat the 49ers 39-10.
Okay.
So, and then we have the Chiefs, who are 6-1. They beat the Bengals 45-10.
So my man, the quarterback. Patrick Mahomes is impressing me again. This is 6 games now.
Yeah, I think with like more than 100 yards.
More than 300 yards passing.
More than 300 yards passing. Yeah.
Okay, so let's clap that up. That's big.
Yeah, that's big. That's big. Still unexperienced.
Yeah,
but that's
inexperienced.
Inexperienced in terms of, but that's only we only got to worry about that when we get to the playoffs.
Right. Right now, he's walking his dogs.
Right.
He's learning every game.
Right.
And this offense.
That offense is outstanding.
It's a very outstanding offense. Hunt and Hill. And Kelsey.
And Watkins.
Right. And Watkins gives them the options. They put a lot of pressure on your defense.
And then you have, they could trade to get Patrick Peterson because he wants to trade.
Right.
You got Eric Berry. Him and Eric Berry with also Austin can really...
Houston. Yeah,
Houston.
Right. Absolutely.
It
could really shore up their defense.
Yeah.
So there are going to be a number of takers. We're getting ahead of ourselves as we talk about trades. Right. But there are going to be a number of teams that should be vying for Peterson's services.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So the Rams look good. Right. When they get to about 10-0, talk to me. When you get to about 10, 11-0, then I look down at the rest of the schedule because I don't think they're going to go undefeated. I don't.
No.
I don't think they're that good.
No. Did we when the Panthers were doing it, how well did you...
how far did the Panthers go?
They went 15-1 because they lost to the Falcons.
At what week did they lose to the Falcons?
Like that week 16.
The week before they was 15-0?
Yeah, they was.
I don't think they were 15-0.
No, I'm pretty because that year it was.
No, I think they was 13-0, and then they lost to the. But in any event, I wasn't impressed with that. Didn't the Broncos beat them that year?
Yeah, they did. And a lot of people were saying that the Panthers had the easiest schedule.
They had a very easy schedule. Yeah. Very cakewalk kind of schedule. So there are no undefeated teams except the Miami Dolphins, who went 14-0.
Yeah, which I mean, and
then they won the Super Bowl. Didn't y'all have a record similar to that at one point? Y'all were what, 16-0 in the regular season?
Shut up. We're not gonna talk about that.
Then y'all won 2 playoff. Y'all was 18-0. Wow. And then y'all lost.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's tough. That's tough. That hurt you, didn't it?
Yeah.
Explain your emotions at that time. Didn't you cry? You was crying and stuff.
Y'all don't understand, bro. We put because it was so great. They put almost every game on TV.
Yeah,
I had a chance to watch them every Sunday at this point. Yeah. And then we threw that party,
and it was
all
over.
my family members are going for the Giants.
Yeah,
me and Malcolm were only 2, and then
Yeah.
We should have lost against the Ravens that year.
Well, that's the way it goes.
The Ravens or the Raiders?
Ravens.
In the regular season, and then y'all got lucky.
Super lucky.
All right, good, healthy, and lucky. It's always my philosophy when it comes to these games.
Yeah, definitely.
It was like a touchdown,
right?
Like a timeout called by somebody
that created an extra point or something.
Gotcha. So Amari Cooper has been traded to the Cowboys.
Let's clap that up.
Are you on the fence about the Cowboys?
I'm not on the fence about the Cowboys per se. I just think that that's a great move because the NFC East is wide open right now.
And so that also side note that gives the Raiders 5 first round.
Yeah, they had about 3 first rounders, 2 or 3 second rounders. So expect them to rebuild. But what this does for Cooper, this reinvigorates him.
Right.
That puts him in a position. I believe Dak Prescott is a better quarterback than the way he's being portrayed.
Right.
But if you ain't got no targets down the field.
Is he better than Derek Carr?
I think he's better than Derek Carr. I think his mobility is a little bit more. Okay. But when a team knows that you can't really throw the ball deep, it enables them to scheme differently. Right. Now, you got to account for Cooper. It's going to take 2 or 3 games.
But Beasley.
You got it. Right. And Beasley won't get double coverage because he's getting double coverage. And then it's spread it, and then you'll see Ezekiel maybe get
So and they have another wide receiver who's pretty good.
Yeah, but I believe he's a rookie or a second-year guy. Can't really rely on him too much.
Under Cooper's
guidance, yes,
he can become.
Yes, I think the Cowboys need to get ahead and get Patrick Peterson as well.
Right.
Simply because, to me, if the Eagles were running away with the East right now and they were 5-1, I say okay, chalk it up.
Right. But it's really close right now.
Everything is very close. The Cowboys could have won last week's game if it wasn't for a crazy call here and there. Right. So it says that this division is wide open. Go get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Go put your stamp on it and go get it. So they have Amari Cooper so far.
Right.
I believe from that point on, they should get ahead and get Patrick Peterson, and put all your chips in the middle of the table.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Now people are questioning the Cowboys coach,
Jason Garrett.
Jason Garrett's playmaking and calling, and I am too. At some point, you got to get somebody who's going to be very definitive on what they do, because the Cowboys, I think, are 3-4 now, and really could have been 5-2.
Right, because of like the fourth.
A fourth down play, they didn't go for it on fourth down on 1 or 2 plays and put themselves like very conservative football. And I'm not used to that as a Cowboy fan.
I feel like that only works for like out geniuses, really smart coaches like Bill Belichick, Bill Parcells.
And even sometimes when Bill Belichick does it, it
backfires. Yeah,
it backfires. But I just think the Cowboys with Jason Garrett are too conservative. Right? They're playing it too safe. You don't have the Cowboys defense is good, but it's not a stellar defense where you could put my defense back on the field and I know they're going to get the job done. So Cooper, I feel, is a great move.
Absolutely.
I think Lee is back, my linebacker. Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, I like the rookie better because the rookie.
But now the rookie has got some experience under his belt. You bring back Sean Lee. Now you don't have to run.
Sean can't stay healthy.
But you don't have to beat Sean Lee down now because the rookie is good. So Sean Lee can come in for specialized plays, and him and the rookie can share that position. And I think that division, to me, like I said, is just a little bit wide open.
Right, a little bit closer.
A little bit closer, and I think that it benefits the Cowboys to make these moves.
Definitely.
Go ahead, what else we got?
No, I had the Jaguars.
Let's go into the Jaguars.
Jaguars benched Blake Bortles this week, but now he's going to start for the week 8.
Okay, they have a problem. Blake Bortles, to me, you caught lightning in a bottle last year only because of the defense. Right. But in the playoff game, he played well enough, but I can't hang my hat on him week in and week out doing his job.
The week 6, they lost the Cowboys 7-40. He threw for 150 yards
and 4 interceptions. Am I correct?
1 interception and 1 touchdown.
Okay.
But
one week he threw for 4 interceptions.
Right, I think that was week 5.
Right. So he's not getting the job done, but his defense is letting him down.
Right, and because I think first of all, I think Jalen Ramsey has bit on more than he can chew.
He started reading his own newspaper clippings. You start really thinking you're great, and then you start talking smack, and now you start getting beat.
To all these quarterbacks that can really bomb.
These really quarterbacks who can really get after it. So I believe.
And you always had a disadvantage.
Yes, you always had a disadvantage as a cornerback.
Right.
Because the receiver knows where he's going, and if his quarterback can beat you in to that spot, you're gonna get beat. You have to be exceptional. Definitely. I believe that
they overpaid him with that, and they should have traded for Eli.
I think that's even worse. Eli's him is like a lateral move.
No, but I feel like the offensive line in Jacksonville was a lot better than the Giants right now.
Possible, but I just think Eli is a lateral move because he can't get that ball down the field no more.
Yeah, but one more, I think also him having Tom Coughlin.
Yeah, Tom Coughlin above him may help. Sure,
because he's always had.
But Tom Coughlin ain't on the field.
True.
You know what I mean? I think you need one of these young studs, man, who can really get after it. You know what I mean? And then your defense needs to stop reading these newspaper clippings like they're the best.
Right.
And because it's all one in between the lines. Right?
Right.
And you become a target. You were the AFC. You went to the AFC Championship game. You are now a target.
Yeah, because you were the AFC champion.
And that's rare air for you. See, the Patriots know how to deal with that kind of stuff. It's nothing new to them. You're seeing the Eagles go through the same thing.
They're treating the regular season like it's like a playground.
You know what I mean? But even the Eagles, they went to the Super Bowl. They're the Super Bowl champs.
Right.
And they acting like it's all about them.
Right.
Now you're a target for every team. The worst team that plays you is going to bring their best game.
Right.
And I think that the Eagles are not prepared to deal with that. And the Patriots are always prepared to deal with that.
Eagles are not prepared right now. Also, Wentz is not going to be 100% coming over that ACL tear.
We knew that.
And the defense, I'm starting to feel like offenses are starting to figure out the Jacksonville's defense.
Jacksonville, right.
Okay. Because, I also feel like, it was an easy schedule.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing.
Right.
They gave the Patriots a tough battle.
Right.
But that's it.
That's it. And they played scared.
Because I didn't expect, I definitely did not expect.
And the referees helped the Patriots too. That was a fumble on that one play that the dude.
They got the ball though. It wasn't a continuation.
But if they had let it continue, it would have been a touchdown. Okay.
But
so once again,
they still got the
Patriots.
ball.
It's different if I get the ball and I'm in the end zone. Sheesh.
Whatever.
Yeah. So, but y'all justice prevailed because y'all lost. Yeah. So that's justice. What else we got going on?
We had the Vikings. Adam
Thielen, rookie receiver,
right?
Has
undrafted
second round pick. Has
undrafted second round pick. Second round. You mean Division II college?
A Division II college. I'm sorry.
Undrafted second round.
Yeah, I mean he didn't make the main draft.
Right.
Anyway, he's had 7 straight games of 100 yards receiving. Let's clap that up. So you got to give upper management a kudos.
Yeah, and I love sleepers.
Yes,
because they got chip on each other. They don't got nothing to lose. They've come from,
and it shows that you can make it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Malcolm used to play football. He could have made it. He didn't.
Definitely.
So but it just goes to show if you keep fighting and you believe in your dream,
right.
that there's an opportunity there for you. So
and the Vikings
are now 4-2, I believe.
Right. Yeah, and they're doing really good. They're looking like they're going to.
Right. They started out a little rocky.
I still think they should have kept Case Keenum. Over.
And Case Keenum is in Denver now. Am I correct?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Over Cousins, but it is what it is.
Tomato.
With
those guys.
But I do feel like they're gonna give the Rams and the Saints, and possibly the Eagles, how that goes, a fight.
Yeah, because Minnesota's defense is always pretty good.
Yeah, and as long as you keep the game close, their offense will do.
Yeah, their offense will get enough done to keep them in the game as well. I'm not sure if Cousins can get the job done. I have never been a big Cousins fan.
Yeah, me either. He had one good year with the Washington Redskins.
Yeah, he had that. You like that? You like that? Yeah, he was doing his thing. But there are only a few elite quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
And right now, I'd say you say Brady,
Drew,
Favre,
Rodgers,
and Rodgers.
You said Favre.
I said Favre. Oh yeah, I meant Rodgers. Right. So Brady, Drew,
Ben Roethlisberger,
Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger, because he's got 2 Super Bowls.
Right.
The rest of these guys are trying to,
and possibly, I really like Russell Wilson, but
I'd say Matt Ryan before I say Russell Wilson.
Well, Matt Ryan is not a Super Bowl champ. Russell Wilson is.
And Matt only had one good year.
Why is Russell Wilson a Super Bowl champ?
He's a Super Bowl champ because he threw that ball down that field and got things done. Let's clap that up.
That too.
Well, he did have a monster defense.
No, but as they were going along,
but
they started to flip.
Right, and he started to
flip.
Thank you. I'll let Malcolm talk that crap. But see, he would be second tier. Him, Ryan,
right.
The rest of them guys are second tiers.
Beast Mode.
Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, I call him Beast Mode. But Marshawn Lynch has a groin injury. He's going to be out for a couple weeks.
Like 4 or 5 weeks, they say?
4 or 5 weeks. This is really because they're 1-5 and they ain't going nowhere.
So that's what you think. You think this is the perfect time.
They ain't going nowhere.
For Lynch to just pull an injury.
And to be honest with you, Gruden might try to trade him or release him.
I'm not sure his value is. Does anybody need a dude who's going to come with a whole bunch of attitude, eat a bag of Skittles before the
Jacksonville Jaguars did trade for
Pete Carroll broke his heart. He's not been the same player since Pete Carroll did what he did, right?
Sure.
He retired.
Yeah, he retired after that. His legacy would have been, right?
Yeah.
And that didn't happen. And as a result, we know, as we always talk about, the Seattle Seahawks lost their opportunity from that point.
Yeah, they could have been a great dynasty. Oh my God.
So
and that would have messed with Tom Brady's legacy.
But it does look like the Raiders are cleaning house.
Yeah, definitely.
It looks like
I think
and I can respect that now that I understand what the philosophy
is.
Because people say, how can he trade Khalil Mack? He's gutting this team and he's gonna buy the groceries and cook the food.
And that was such a big move. I'm like, that's like
okay. Let me ask you: if Khalil Mack is there, are they a playoff team?
Yes. They don't make
I think their defense is better.
They don't make no trades.
I think their defense is
And you
better.
can't. No, but here's the thing too. You can't go from 12-1, right? I mean 12-4. Have an ACL tear, right? Derek Carr, they don't have Derek Carr. They lose to the Texans,
Right.
And then you automatically flip from a 6-10.
It happens.
I know
Especially in
I know
football.
you do say good teams can become worse teams, and worse teams can become good teams.
In football, it only takes
But
one
I do
season.
think them having Khalil Mack because they had.
Khalil Mack can't play offense.
But but I'm saying he was
And-
he was there. Dante Howard.
They looked at this. I don't even know who Dante Howard is.
That's my guy. Dante Hightower.
Hightower. Okay. But here's the thing. He wasn't going to make them a playoff team. He'll make them formidable, right? I think they looked at the long term. I would keep Khalil here. He gets some sacks. Our defense has a reputation.
Right.
But Carr and the way we're playing, we're not going nowhere. So let's gut this, right?
Yeah.
Let's start from scratch.
Cooper and Crabtree wasn't really catching.
Right.
the ball.
Let's
They were
start
jumping
from
around.
scratch.
Yeah.
And let's build the team because I'm going to be here for 10 years.
Right.
I
So
got a
ain't going
10-year,
nowhere.
$100 million deal.
I ain't going nowhere.
So you'll go before I go. And he's creating some dissension in his locker room with his players and this and that. But he's doing what he's got to do.
Right.
So I respect what he's doing because it's the Belichick way. It's the Bill Parcells way. They come through and they clean house.
Right.
We don't like the attitude of this team. So let's clean house and let's put people in there that I say I picked him. I picked this guy. So if we don't win, I'll take the money.
Now they
for it.
won't. I don't believe. I mean, I do think they'll find a replacement for Cooper in the draft. Because wide receiver,
you can
catch
find.
them, but finding a replacement as a Khalil Mack.
But if I get 3 players, if I can get me a linebacker, a safety, and somebody for the line,
Like a good quarterback, or
something,
a defensive end, right?
and they equate to a better defense. And then remember, those picks don't have to go in the defense.
Sure.
I might get a quarterback.
Right.
You know what I mean? And say, listen, now I got a number 1 quarterback. So, and they got a number 1 pick from the Cowboys. They washed the Cowboys with that.
Yeah, and
right?
and the Bears.
And the Bears, they washed the Bears with that. So they're going to be in position. And remember, in football, you can get a 3rd or 4th or 5th round pick. And these be viable picks.
Right, like sleepers.
Right. So they're going to go food shopping next year and the year after. And then the Raiders moving into Las Vegas, because remember, they're going to Vegas.
Right.
So they said, we're going to dump this season. We're going to come into Vegas, and we're going to be a formidable team in Vegas. So look out for that.
Patrick Peterson wants to be traded by October 30th from the
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Okay, I think he has a legitimate gripe.
Yeah,
I think he wants to be on a team that's competitive. I believe that the Cardinals are rebuilding.
Yeah, because they suck. Josh Rosen sucks. He's a rookie.
Well, he's a rookie, so you know.
Don't get me wrong, he'll improve, but right now he's not looking pretty. Larry Fitzgerald.
He should have retired last year.
Right.
Because now he's got a rookie quarterback throwing the ball. They didn't even have him in the game on a 4th down play recently. His dad is getting upset about that kind of stuff.
And they, I mean, honestly,
he's a first ballot Hall of Fame.
They wasn't going to win the division this year anyway.
Right. Not with the Rams.
And the Seahawks. And the 49ers was going to be up there.
Right.
But
if the 49ers don't lose their quarterback, then they're in the hunt. So the Cardinals knew that. That's why they know why Fitzgerald came back. I mean, at this stage in your career, you should only be coming back to win that ring.
Right.
You know? I don't know why Vince Carter's playing with the Atlanta Hawks. I have no idea.
But I thought you said you liked Vince Carter.
Yeah, I like Vince Carter. Maybe he's just playing for the love.
Right.
But come on, man. Play with...
No, he's also trying to get to that 20 season mark.
Okay, 20 seasons in the NBA. I guess he'll be
I don't know why, but that's so special.
He's going to be Hall of Famer.
That's so special for
he can be Hall of Famer if his cousin was. He shouldn't have been. That's beside the point.
Word.
So with that in mind...
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE. The world according to
All right, so let's talk about some MLB postseason. We're in the World Series.
We're in the World Series. Red Sox versus Dodgers. Clap that up.
The series starts tomorrow. At Tuesday.
8:09. 8:09. We will be there for the first pitch.
Yep.
And see how this goes down. Who do you have in this series?
I got the Dodgers. I don't want the Red Sox to win.
Yeah, Yankee fans, we don't
rep y'all.
Yeah, I'm rooting for the Dodgers as well.
And this is coming from big. I am a Boston fan, but not in baseball.
Yeah. I think Kershaw them get it done this year?
Yeah, but here's the thing. The overall better team is Boston.
Probably.
Their outfield, their hitting, their pitching. Granted, I don't like David Price because he can never get them a solid
But he's
win.
got them 2 straight wins in this playoffs, bro.
1.
He's got them 2. He's got them 2
He
wins.
didn't beat us in New York, though.
He got them 2 wins, and I think he's over the hump. He's no different than Kershaw. Kershaw couldn't get it done either.
True.
Even though he's the most dominant pitcher in the
Kershaw
game.
did mess up in that game 6, right?
So we want to see how, absolutely, we want to see how the Boston Red Sox translate to the National League game. You know, because you got to your pitchers got to hit.
I know that the Dodgers hasn't played in.
They haven't played in Red Sox Stadium ever.
Which was weird to me.
It's like, weird, yeah.
They play 168 games.
But remember, you don't play every team, even in interleague play.
Oh, okay.
So this is going to be interesting. It's cold out there in Boston at this time of the year.
Right.
I'm rooting for the Dodgers, but the Red Sox have a great,
they're just a better team.
Great opportunity to win that.
Let's talk about the Game 7 and the Game 5 against.
Yeah. I thought Game 7, the Brewers had a chance to win this game.
Yeah.
They opened up with a home run in first at bat.
Right.
Their pitching couldn't get it done. Hayden, they brought him in earlier than they expected. They wanted to have to bring him in Game 5, 6, and 7 of the innings.
Right, and the original pitcher, he just gave up some.
Yeah, he gave up. I forget his name. He gave up too many hits. Berlin.
Right, the rookie, the Dodgers rookie.
Dodgers rookie was dealing.
Yeah,
he was dealing.
He felt comfortable, and this is a Game 7 year rookie.
Yes, he was dealing.
But he was dealing with.
He had that nasty curveball.
And him and Hayden were going back and forth for a while.
Yeah. Him and Hayden was going back and forth for a while, and Dodgers put just enough runs on the board. Then your man Puig hit that 3-run blast that kind of sealed the deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I thought the Dodgers made short work. I mean, the Red Sox made short work of the Astros.
Astros, I don't know what happened. Didn't they?
I was very surprised at
that. They lost
in 5 games.
All 3 of them was in Houston too.
Yeah, they swept them in Houston.
Yeah.
And they had
Verlander?
No, Verlander going in Game 5. And I thought he's definitely gonna win this game.
Right.
And they got to him and got that. They made short work of that.
Yeah, I think Verlander should have left on a high note with that World Series.
Yeah, he's still a good pitcher. I don't know what his regular season record was this year, but in the playoffs, you put your veteran on the mound. You say, hey, we need to win here.
And in 2012, he really should be a 2-time champion, but they lost. Detroit lost to somebody. But I
think it was the Giants.
Right, yeah. Because that was when they went to the World Series.
Bumgarner was putting in work, right?
Yeah.
He was putting that work in.
And then they went back again in 2014, right, yeah.
Absolutely.
I forgot the Dodgers won 2 out of 3.
So we have the Dodgers in how many games?
Let me see. I don't even know who has home court advantage?
Red Sox.
Red Sox?
It's the 2-3-2 format.
Say Dodgers in 5.
Dodgers in 5? This man has a fever. Okay. I'm going to say the Dodgers in...
Because if it gets back to Boston, they're not winning.
Dodgers in 6. Because if it gets to a Game 7, Red Sox win. So this is how it's going to go. Let me explain to you. This is how it's going to go. They're going to split the first 2.
Okay, yeah.
And then Dodgers going to get 2 out of 3 in Dodger Stadium.
Okay, so then... Okay.
And they'll go back to Boston up 3-2.
That's not happening. They're not going to go back into Game 6 in Boston. If that happens, Boston's winning the series.
Okay.
They have to end it in LA. You got to split those first 2 and then destroy them in the next 3 games.
All right.
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
Let's talk about the Week 8 predictions. Last week, I'm still holding a 57-64 lead, pending tonight's game between the Giants and the Falcons. But we both have the Falcons winning that, right?
Right.
So let's get down
to Week 8.
I need a pen.
Anybody got a pen?
Malcolm, can you get us a pen so we can start
doing these picks?
You, young man, are going to have to start making a move.
Thank you, sir.
And, making your move now.
Okay. First game, who you got?
Dolphins at the Texans. I'm going to take the Dolphins. On the road against the Texans.
We're gonna alternate because I feel like I'll be going 2 first. I mean, I'll be going first.
Yeah, get what you want to get in there. Yeah.
Who you got, my bad?
I got the Dolphins.
Against Texans?
Against the Texans.
Give me the Texans.
You're gonna take the Texans? All right, the Eagles and Jaguars. It's on you. Eagles versus Jaguars. Both of these teams struggling. Both of these teams went deep into the playoffs last year. Both of these teams need this win.
I'm going with the Eagles.
You're going to take the Eagles in this one?
I can't trust Blake.
I'll take the Jaguars. Now, Broncos and Chiefs. I think we'll both take the Chiefs.
Yeah.
All right. Browns versus Steelers. This is going to be a good one. They're in Pittsburgh.
Time this ended in a tie.
But now they're in Pittsburgh.
Give me the Browns.
Browns for you. Steelers for me.
I'm gonna be a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Redskins and Giants division game. The Redskins lead the league.
Redskins.
I think the Giants will win that game, so I'll take the Giants. Seahawks and Lions. I'm gonna take the Lions at home.
I'm taking the Seahawks.
Take Seahawks? Okay.
Okay, wait, how's it going? We only got one team game? Okay. All right.
Right, yeah, we're going to, it'll even itself out. It always does. Buccaneers versus the Bengals.
Who are you taking at?
I got the Bengals in this one.
Yeah. Sign me up.
Sign up for the Bengals. Jets at the Bears.
Bears. I like the Bears this year.
I too will take the Bears. The Bears are playing tough.
I wish they didn't play us last week, but they did.
Ravens at the Panthers. Panthers.
Give me the Panthers.
Panthers in that one.
Panthers got a big one last week.
think I too will take the Panthers.
It's the Eagles.
The Colts versus the Raiders.
Who you got?
The Colts are playing better now.
Are they?
I'll take the Raiders. I'll take the Raiders at home.
Yeah, sign me up. I'll take the Raiders.
You take the Raiders too?
Yeah.
49ers and Cardinals, that's a wash.
Yeah. Malcolm, who you got? I'm going to make a phone call.
49.
All right, sign me up.
Okay, 49ers for you. I'll take the Cardinals at home. Packers. Rams.
Ooh.
In LA. Aaron Rodgers scoping the field.
You know what? There's one thing that can beat the bad man, and that's the LeBron effect. So I'm going with the Rams.
You take the Rams. I'll take the Packers.
As soon as LeBron signed with the Lakers, everybody started winning that.
Our Sunday night game, we have the Saints and Vikings. Indoor dome teams. Both playing in a dome.
This is a rematch of the divisional.
Yes.
And that was a huge win for the Vikings.
Yes, so this is going to be a big game.
Saints.
You have the Saints. I'll take the Vikings. And the Patriots and Bills, I think we'll both take the Patriots. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games head to head.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this is I'm either going to make a move or you need to really think these games through.
How much am I down by?
You're down by 7 games.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You need a good 6-2 kind of week.
Right.
You need to win 6, lose 2, and then,
If I can go 8 for 8, that'd be huge.
Oh, that's not happening. That ain't happening. So, young man, where can we be reached?
We can be reached on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, iTunes, Snapchat. Subscribe to my YouTube, All at the WATE Podcast.
Uh-huh.
And I'm your host, Eli. This is my co-host, my dad. I'll see you guys next week.
Tune in next week for more music, sports, video games, and culture. Peace. We are out of here.
You are now tuned in to the #1 podcast in the world, The WATE, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the host of our show, Mr. Eli.